Our politicians last week proved once again how insane they are. Can you even comprehend? It's like a school child or like a small little child not getting their way and throwing a temper tantrum and beginning to threaten the parent that, they're going to run away. It's exactly what Lindsey Graham did yesterday or earlier this week. You may have heard where in a town hall meeting in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, which, by the way, I'll get to it in a minute, but these town hall meetings have shown, I think, the spirit of the American people waking up to this tyranny and this insanity as millions across this country are standing up and calling these criminal politicians out for the tyranny, open acts of tyranny that they're committing. But Lindsey Graham took it to a whole nother level because we know, okay, that government stage attacks all the time. I mean, there's a recent interview, it was, I think, conducted today, it might air today or tomorrow, with Charlie Rose, who is a total globalist, interviewing Assad from Syria. He's like, there's no proof. Syria's like, Assad's like, there's no proof, show it to me. I don't even know what you're talking about, basically. But Lindsey Graham is saying that a nuclear device is going to be detonated, or could be detonated, if we don't bomb Syria. A nuclear device will be detonated within a boat or vessel in the Charleston harbor. It is literally insanity that these people believe this. And it's not so much that they believe it, it's that they've been used to, for so long, to be able to throw out the Al-Qaeda boogeyman and then threaten false flag or, have real attacks and then say, see, we told you so, we need to take away your rights and liberty, or we need to go into these foreign escapades, which are really to preserve the petrodollar. It's crazy. And I hope, I saw John McCain town hall meeting the other day, he has been getting just absolutely just lambasted with people that are standing up and they're like, this is insanity, okay? And McCain, thank God, and Obama's an absolute disaster, but thank God he didn't get elected, because I think World War III would have come and gone if he would have been president. But nonetheless, a guy yesterday in a town hall meeting with McCain called him out on straight up tyranny. And McCain's laughing and giggling, but if you notice, and it's on AMTV, Christopher Green's channel, if you notice the people in the audience, some were booing that are probably the people getting the kickbacks from McCain or think that they like know him and they're like, in with him and like he really cares about them and likes them. But notice the people in the audience as this guy's reading the comments, calling McCain tyrannical, and the guy you can tell is a little bit like, he's nervous, so he's not really getting it out real well. But then towards the end, he starts to really kind of roll. He has a written statement. I think he should have just spoke from his heart. But you see the people in the audience, and they're like, this guy's making sense. I kind of agree with him. The word is out that the tyranny of these people, really more so the treason of these people, is so brazen now that they will threaten a nuclear device explosion if you don't go along with their wars, unjust wars. Now, we all know the anniversary of 9/11 is coming up, and you better believe the propaganda outlets are going to be out in full force, reminding us of 9/11. Fox News will be playing the airplanes crashing into the building. Of course, they won't talk about Building 7, but, who really cares about Building 7, I guess, if you are... really want to be caught up in these globalist wars, you don't ask any questions, right? I get comments on this channel, and look, I love people that disagree with me. I think it's better when people disagree with you and you have a better, more open dialogue. It helps you refine your ideas. I listen to people all the time that I disagree with, because if I just were to listen or read or expose myself to only things that I agree with, I'm not going to be able to refine my beliefs, and I'm not going to be able to articulate better the points of what I believe. But I get these people that post, they're like, oh, America's the greatest, we're going to kill everybody in the Middle East, and it's insanity. And it's come from a heavy dose of, not just fluoride, but a heavy dose of brainwashing from the very beginning, that somehow America needs to be the policeman of the world, that somehow we need to be the ones who deal with any of this stuff, which is just a total, it's insanity. But I'll tell you what, my spider sense is absolutely tingling with the potential of a false flag or some kind of provocateur event, America being set up. So, and now we got, Lindsey Graham is pretty much saying, if we don't go to war with Syria, we could have a nuclear device detonate in this country, ladies and gentlemen. He is also saying he thinks that you're that stupid. by the way. He's also saying that if we don't go to war, that war will break out between Israel and Syria and maybe Israel and Iran. Or he actually said Israel and Iran, which if that's the case, we'd go to war over Israel anyways, which I completely am in disagreement with. Okay? Let's just do something smart and restore America back to maybe the principles and values of our founders, restore back our economy. Notice no one's talking about the economy and the crippling job data that came out just last week. That's like under the radar, where Obama and where all the politicians want it. Totally under the radar. What's most pressing is we got to go to war with the guy who they compare to Hitler and to a bunch of other megalomaniac dictators of past. What do you think about that? And what do you think about Lindsey Graham claiming nuclear explosion if we don't go to war with Syria? I'm Fabian for Liberty. Thanks for watching. I'm out.